this, so I'm all ready to go. All right, we're waiting for people to come on in here. Beautiful day, Tuesday. Wow, a little bit of everything today. Some sunshine, some clouds, a little bit of rain, just a sprinkle, smidgen. A lot going on today. Wow, a lot happened today. But anyway, it's time to relax, sit back, relax, enjoy life. Come in here and chat with you folks and have a cold mule. Having a cold mule. Mosquitoes are running rampant outside and inside. Damn, mosquitoes in here too. Just that time of the year, you know, when you get a lot of mosquitoes in here. But anyway, we might see some fly right into the camera here in a minute. Cheers, folks. Well, hello, Fox. You're the first one in my chat tonight. Thanks for coming in. Much appreciated. How you been doing? I think the Nightbot's working great, huh? Oh. Message retracted. What happened? What does that do when you retract a message? It was only a hi. I don't know. I gotta look that up. I see it on my channel all the time. People doing that to me. Maybe that. What does YouTube think about message retraction?
I memorized it.
Yeah, very good, sweetheart. Very good.
I memorized it at school.
So, Fox, what have you been up to? I haven't chatted with you in a while. We've been so busy. Everybody's busy in their lives. I know you're busy with your gardening, making things and doing your lives now. Michael Apostle, good evening. Welcome. Michael comes in and gives a like. Fox left the message and took it away. And what happened, Fox? Is your computer having a problem? Anyway, I know it's getting late there. You guys are hours ahead of us. I was chatting to another guy from New Zealand the other day. He came into my chat. I forgot to ask him what city he was in though. My daughter's studying for the... Hello, Vince. How are you? Welcome. Thank you, Vince. Much appreciated. My daughter's practicing her Girl Scout thing. Hey, she's trying to learn her Girl Scout stuff. I've got my tripod set up so that it's down, and that's why when I flip the camera over, you saw the black there. I had to move the camera a little bit. But I'm learning, my wife got me this new gadget that you hang, you put it around your body, strap it on, and it has a holder for your phone that sits right in front of your chest. Pretty cool little device. And you can even have your phone, you can turn your phone sideways. You know, you can go front or sideways even. You know, it's a pretty cool device. But I practiced with it last night a little bit, but I haven't used it yet. I want to use it when I ride motorcycle. The only thing I'm worried about is the wind, because there's no real way of blocking out the wind sound. I have another phone holder that's bigger that mounts right on the motorcycle, and it's a waterproof cover over it. Gray. Hello, Simon. Good evening. How are you, Simon? Long time no see. Is my camera gray color or weird colors? Hello, George. Welcome. Is my camera like a strange color, guys, or is it dogs outside? Difta, how are you? Hello, welcome. Number 3, Difta. Welcome to our chat. Where are you from, Difta? George, where are you from? He said it looks good to him. I'm not sure what Fox said. It said gray. Oh, Fox, what happened? I know what happened, Fox. You're blue now.
Filipino heritage. As
What happened is, I didn't make you blue the last time you came in.
Won by hard work, sacrifices,
Now you're blue, Fox. Ah, you're from Indonesia. Well, welcome to the chat. We're here in the Philippines. We've been here for about 14 years. And
I will
one day we're going to get over to Indonesia. I guarantee you, we're going to be over there.
the Philippines in the next generation.
I forgot to make Fox Finding Life because I took him off as a managing moderator. I was waiting on him to come into my chat again so I can make him a moderator again. And then he just reminded me that he was still gray. So, just a second, guys. This Wi-Fi is really slow tonight. Okay, I'm back. All right, anyway, I made him blue. Foxy is Mr. Gray, no bad thing. Yeah, he's blue now. I hope I didn't get him upset. I had him as a managing mod. The only way to move somebody from managing mod to standard mod is to remove the moderation, and then when they come back in your chat, you can add them back as a moderator. And I removed everybody. All the managing mods got removed. So I just have standard mods now. And I didn't put him back as a blue. I'm from the US, from the USA. And I came here in 2011. And I decided that I'd make this place my new home. So the Philippines is my home. I live on Masbate Island now. It was quite nice over here today. We had a little bit of everything. We had blue sky in the morning, then it got clouded up. We got a little bit of rain. Ordered Starlink, need to get used to it before heading to the Philippines. All right, that's awesome. If this is dear, hello Scott. Welcome Scott and Isa. Mr. Gray from the book movie 50 Shades of Gray. No, I got him blue again. I just don't know where he went. I think he had to leave, or he may be in the background, but he's a blue again. I added him back as on his moderator. I didn't get him. He came in one time. I think I missed him. And this time he reminded me he was gray. And I hope I didn't offend him. But that's all that happened, is that I took away all the managing mods and made them as standard mods, everybody. But that's cool. The Starlink is very nice. I have the Gen 2 Starlink on my home. That's what I use now. I still don't have a Starlink Mini yet. I haven't yet got any word from David Jessup on a tracking number or said the thing was mailed or something, but no tracking number. I don't know what's going on. I may never ever see that, kind of resolved to that fact that I'll probably never see it, But soon, I hope that everything goes well with Scotty gets his Balik buy-in box, and then we'll get the Starlink Mini over here that I purchased. Folks out back doing up the pig for Leishan tomorrow. Wow, we always do it early in the morning, Scott. That's pretty late to be doing it. Most regards, Simon. Nice drone videos, Scott. Yeah, I've got my drone here. I'm getting ready to start doing it also. My son wants to go fly the drone, and I got to make sure it's going to record fine. I came here in 2011, so I've been here 14 years in the Philippines. Love it here. I've been all over, traveled around, lived around different places, and now I live on Masbate Island, and this is home. Never going to leave again. We built this house. We own the land, so no need to move around anymore. We're done moving. We're done trying to do business. The business is what it is. It'll do what it's doing. Yes, I'm on Starlink, Michael, right now. I'm on Starlink. 15 months. Wow. Well, how do you like it? You like the Philippines now? It's a beautiful country, isn't it? I love it here. Ah, Scott, wedding is tomorrow. Congratulations, Scott and Isa. Thank you for letting us know. You need to do a live tomorrow and let everybody watch you. I know it's a civil wedding, but let everybody watch you when you get back and have your reception. That's really cool. Demon, it's hot. It's not hot here. I guess it depends on where you live. If you're going to consider it to be hot, because the Philippines the temperature here, like I told my daughter the other day, she said, "Oh, Papa, it's hot." It's only a state of mind, you know? So it's hot. Just don't talk about it. Don't talk at all. And it won't be hot. I mean, Lapu Lapu. Okay, I've been over there before. I knew Lapu Lapu. I know Mactan. I know a lot of areas in Cebu because I was over there. I was working with a friend of mine who's my distributor who lives in Quezon City and has office in Cebu over in Mactan area or over in, not Mactan, over near Lapu Lapu. He's got a warehouse, big warehouse over there. And he had me come on over do some work with him, help him out on a few projects. So I went over. I worked about 6 weeks with him. We went Cebu, Cagayan de Oro, all over Manila, Batangas. I was building an endless pool for him in his warehouse there in QC. So I was doing a lot of work with the guy, and we were all over Cebu. We were all up in the mountains and just everywhere. He has clients all over the place, all over Cebu. It's been hot today here, Mike. A bit cooler this evening, though, which is nice. It was warm today. I guess maybe 31, like that today. And I turned the aircon on this afternoon in the living room. Ran the aircon for about 4 hours. Ran the aircon in the bedroom for about the same time, about 3 hours. Yeah, I've spent some time in TJ, all right. How you doing, Aaron? When I was living in California, my hangout was TJ before it got really bad. We used to go down every weekend. We'd buy our cigarettes there. The girl and I that were dating, I used to drive my VW thing down from San Diego. I'd drive it from El Cajon, where I lived, and drive down to TJ. We'd always park on the American side of the border. But one day I wanted to get the paint job on it and get the upholstery done in TJ. So I drove through, went down, had an upholstery shop I'd already talking to. So we went and dropped it off there. And on the way back, they stopped me at the border checkpoint. And the guy says, "Anything to declare?" I said, "Well, I got my upholstery done and I got a paint job." He goes, "Yeah, I could smell it. I just wonder if you were going to declare it." I did declare it, so I don't get in trouble, Okay, I stepped off for a minute. City of Kitty, Tahiti. I've never been to Tahiti. But yes, Aaron, I did some time in TJ. I've done some time. I was stationed in San Diego for many years. From 1983 until I retired in 97. Give you an idea how long I was there while I was in the military. Long time. But the other week I was loving life with the northern jet stream, pushing the cool air here. Yeah, that felt good, didn't it? That was really, really nice. The only thing is, the shear line kept the rain on top of us here in Masbate Island. It rained every single day, and it was miserable. The rain kept us from going and doing things. You want to go do things, and you can't go out and work on the boat. We were trying to get the boat work done. I wanted to take Steve and Linny out on the boat before they left. I didn't get an opportunity to because the weather just wasn't conducive. And it made it nasty, the road we drive on. So we luckily got out on a semi-dry day between rainstorms. We got out and got them to Masbate City so they could go on their way to Manila. So, Dima, I'm ex-military too. What branch? I was U.S. Navy submarines. I was on 3 submarines, the Sunfish, 649, Chicago 721, and La Jolla 701. I'm on Revolution Avenue right now. El Cajon, you're an East County man. Yeah, I lived in El Cajon. I lived in Santee. I lived in Coronado. I lived in Serra Mesa. I was all over. And then I lived 10 years up in Temecula before I came here. I was in Temecula, and then I went up to Menifee for almost a year. After I moved out of my home, after I sold my house, I moved up to Menifee, and then from there I just packed it all out of here and done. I'm gone. I to the Philippines. I met a young lady I thought was from the Philippines, or I thought she's from the U.S. Okay, when I first met her from Palm Springs, supposedly I met her on Plenty of Fish, which I guess that's the app to get on if you want to lie to people. And boy, did she lie to me. Lied about her age, lied about her where she lived, pretty much lied about everything. I didn't find out until all the lies until I actually got boots on the ground in the Philippines. And that's when I started figuring out all the lies and realized that this lady was just full of crap. Not the right lady for me. So I dumped her. And boy, did all hell break loose. Oh my goodness. You were a BM1. All right. Boatswain's mate. First class. I was a sonar technician submarine, first class. Yeah, I see you loved it. See, you little to zero rain here in Isabella for 3 months. Yeah, well, we're in the rain or out of the rain right now, I hope, for good. We had a little sprinkle tonight, today, this afternoon. They moved the clothes off the line. And then as soon as they moved it off the line, boop, the sun comes back. It's funny. But anyways, it's all good. I want to give you guys an update on what's going on the school project. For those of you who don't know, we are sponsoring an elementary school from our channel, from Thriving Philippine Expat, and from all of you, from our sponsors here and viewers who have contributed to the elementary school. What we're doing is we took a school building that the roof was about to cave in on, and we've done a full remodel on the thing. And we're not done yet. It's ongoing. It's working every single day. They're working on it. But right now, I don't have any volunteers other than I've got 2 guys that were paid workers that we pay them every week. They get paid. And all the volunteers have stopped volunteering. The Tenodes only had a 2-week stint where they had to work. And then the barangay captain didn't require them to work anymore. So we lost all the people that were helping. We have 2 only now. And they're doing a fine job. They're getting it done. It's, of course, slower when you have 2 people. It's in the bedroom charging, son. It was in the bedroom. If not, it's right there by the bathroom door, plugged in. If it's not there, ask Ella for it. Cake Scented says Filipinos can be scammers. I know because I'm a half-breed and I've seen many marriages fail.
Yeah.
They can be. There are a lot, but there are a lot of good women too. Okay? I have a good woman. She's right here. Her name's Charm. Flip my camera around. Those of you who haven't met my wife yet. Oh, can't do that. That doesn't work. Here she is. What's she doing? She's picking up toys. We have 3 wonderful children. I got Micah, 12, in the black and white shirt. Ella in the red shirt. She's 10. Going to be 10 here on the... Ella, give him his phone, please.
It's in the bedroom.
Go get it out of the bedroom, MJ.
No.
Ella has it. Go get it.
Bedroom.
They want to fight all the time, these kids, you know. You know, kids. So MJ is 4. Ella's going to be 10 February 24th. Charm will be 43 February 25th. And Micah will be 12, turning 13 in September. So, Pink Box call me Grandpa. I'm not a grandpa. I think old enough to be a grandpa. You're 4 years old. Your birthday's in April.
6.
April 6th.
And Mom, April, her birthday is...
Your birthday's not coming for long. I'm never going to celebrate your birthday again.
Papa.
I'm joke only. Let me turn my camera around this way.
With a thing, a face.
Okay. Oh, here, let me see your certificate. This is Micah's latest certificate here for my grade 7.
I'm gonna graduate with a medal.
Certificate of recognition, award to Mary Micah J. White with honors for outstanding academic performance. 3rd grading, period, grade 7. Very good. That's 3rd period.
And I'm gonna graduate with
You only got
a
one more
medal.
period left to go. Good.
And I'm
You
gonna
get,
graduate with a medal.
good. You get a medal. Why don't you get
bronze.
10? A bronze. Well, very good. What are you doing, son?
For my birthday again, I'm 5.
That's right. You'll be going to kindergarten next year, too.
For my birthday.
Your birthday's in April. School starts when? May? June?
April.
Huh? No, school lets out the end of March. It ends the end of March, 31st of March.
That means it starts in the... And Papa, it starts in
Anyway,
June.
school ends March 31 here.
June. Starts in June.
Michael says, I want to be a grandpa.
Starts June.
I will one day. Sunny and breezy here today, and same tomorrow. Very nice, Scott. Yeah, good weather. The rain already passed through Panay. I saw it going over there when it was passing through here, and then it cleared up. The last 3 days, it's been nice. Today was some clouds going over. I made a comment. I think I was downstairs doing something. I said, wow, look at the clouds. They're going right to Panay Island. You're heading your way. The good old days, I love the good old days, Pink Box. You know, when I grew up, in the era I grew up in, they used to say, you used to see it on Facebook all the time, I grew up drinking water out of the water faucet, or water hose, in the yard. We used to cut grass with a push mower. All the old school stuff that made life so much fun to live. Red Rover, send Mike right over, that type of games, where we'd stand on barrels and roll. Just fun stuff, kid stuff, going fishing at the local lake. We used to build little boats and stuff, and we'd carry them between our bicycles when we were teenagers, going to the lake, to do things. That's such fun, the old days, Cake Center says, great to see your success. Philippines is my backup plan if I can't get a wife in the U.S. Well, I wouldn't even recommend trying, because the U.S. is probably not a great place to get a wife, They're already westernized, if you know what I mean. I had you guys as moderators just because I like you so much. So Michael says, I want to be a grandpa. I want a grandchild. One of these days. Hi, Real Gary. How are you? Welcome. Welcome to our chat. Thanks for coming in, guys. Much appreciated. So Simon says, the 80s are the best young years for me. I like the 80s too. I had a lot of fun, but I was in the military then. So I didn't really get to spend a lot of time doing kid stuff in the military. I was already in the Navy. I joined the Navy back in '77 is when I joined the Navy. So yeah, I guess I qualify to be a grandpa. I'm old enough. If you look back at my 3 marriages, I was already a grandpa. In my second marriage, I was already a grandpa. Yeah, because 2 of my stepdaughters had children before I got divorced. So I was actually a grandfather then from stepchildren.
That means you have sisters and brothers.
Huh?
I have a sister.
They weren't my children. I didn't father the children. They were my stepkids. I didn't adopt them.
No,
So you don't have any sisters and brothers that I know of. That I know of. You may have some out there. You may have some out there. So I don't really know. So nostalgic for push motors. Yeah, didn't go home until the street lights came on. Exactly, Michael. That's when we went home. My parents said, be in when the street lights come on. It's getting dark. They don't want you out after street lights come on. And I tell my kids the same thing. 6 o'clock, street lights come on. The gen set gets started here. The street lights come on. They know that's their cue to get their butts home. I don't want to come hunt them down after dark, even though generally I know where they're at. But they're getting to the age now where I don't want to go hunting them down. I got a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old. I want to know where they're at. So I explored your channel. Are you in the Philippines? Yes, I am in the Philippines. I see the Philippine flag in your profile. I've been here since 2011. I'm never going back to the U.S. Same in the UK, Michael. Yeah, I made Cake Scented a moderator. Yeah, you're a moderator, Cake Scented. Everybody's a moderator right now. The Real Gary, you're a moderator also. Let's see. Yeah, you're blue. Okay, good. Everybody's blue. Where are you at? The Real Gary, where are you located? I'm on Masbate Island, so I'm in a small remote fishing village, far away from pretty much anything realistic. I live out in the boonies, but again, you're in Imus. I used to live in Panapan 1, there in Bacoor City. I used to go through Imus all the time. I wasn't far from Imus. Every time I needed to go to General Trias, I had to go down the highway. I'd go all the way down to Dasma, right through Emus, go all the way to Dasma, turn right, go all the way down through Dasma there, and then follow the road back, make a left turn at the light the way down there, a few lights down. Make a left turn, I'd go to Unilever Corporation and General Trios. That was one of my customers. So I went there a lot. I was there. I was doing testing of a new device and selling product to them. They bought a number of products from me. So they were one of my first customers. They were actually, I don't know, maybe third or fourth customer, Unilever Corporation. Since some of the bloody rain up here, I wish I could. We just had a sprinkling today. But I think we're already in summer, Simon. You're not going to see a lot of rain anymore. Not till June. You won't see rain till June again. Every night. I understand that. We went through it 2 years ago. Here, we started summer in January. From January for 7 months straight, not a drop of rain. It got to the point my well was down to, I was at 9 meters deep. And my well, I was getting 1 drum a day. Hi, thank you, Kate Clinton. Thank you so much. Kate, you should be blue already. Thanks for the gift. Thank you. But my well was down at 9 meters. And so we decided we were going to just dry it up, clean it, and dig it down again a little deeper. And so we went down, we got down to 11 meters that summer. We went down only 2 meters deep. But you talk about hard work. It took them a month with jackhammers to jackhammer down 2 meters. That rock is super, super hard down there. I went through 4 jackhammers digging the well down as deep as it is right now. I've got 1 jackhammer still working. And it's, but I started buying the cheap ones. I went and bought a couple of expensive ones, and they were breaking as fast as the cheap ones. I said, what the hell am I doing here? Why I spend $13,000 for a jackhammer? It's supposed to be a big, tough, badass jackhammer. And the thing was broke in 3 weeks. Gone. No good. All the springs had fallen out of it, and the motor was crap, and they had supposedly a warranty. And as soon as I tried to contact the lady, she blocked me. I couldn't reach her on Messenger or Facebook. She blocked my account. What losers. I bought it here in the Philippines, you know? Bunch of crap. Anyway, yes, you're blue. All right, good. Michael says, we're in a severe drought. 12-inch starting volunteer water restrictions and no bonfires. Wow, that's hot. I hope it stays away from here this year. I hope we continue to get... Hey! Damn. Hush! Go see who's out the door there, Micah. They're barking for a reason. Shut him up. Hate barking dogs. I hear barking dogs all through the village now. One dog barks, they all want to bark, you know? Now my other dog's barking. Now Smokey's barking. First it's the puppy, now it's Smokey. Anyway, Joshua Lee says, sounds like a typical Temu story, a classic Temu story. I don't buy from Temu. Temu is just plain ass garbage. That's got to be like, if you had a rating of 1 to 10, 10 being bad and 1 being good, Temu gets all the crap that's number 10. Shopee and Lazada are getting the 8, 9 stuff, 7, 8, 9. Nobody here is getting anything better than a number 6. It's just garbage.
It's 7 and then 6.
I bought an electric bike. There's somebody come up the driveway. Maybe that's what it was. Anyway, somebody wants to buy ice. Angel buying ice. Anyway, I got a lot to talk about today. We have a lot going on today. Wow. But yeah, just the stuff you buy. I bought a three-wheeled tricycle, right? 2 wheels in back, 1 in front for my daughter. Electric bike. Because I wanted her to ride. I bought a motorcycle. I bought a Honda Beat, brand new. 84,000 pesos to give to her. And then she couldn't touch her feet good. I was trying to teach her, both my daughters, how to drive. Same time I was teaching Ella and teaching Micah. And Micah was getting pretty good. And then I decided, well, probably safer I get her a three-wheel bike because she was having a hard time turning the sharp corners. Going up to the school, there's a couple of corners she's got to take. And she was having a hard time on the street. She's going to have an accident. And
Papa,
I really, really protective of my girls, you know.
an iPhone is much more cheaper than her bike.
A what?
An iPhone is for 76,000.
Well, I'm not buying an iPhone. Now you're looking at iPhones too. You sound like Micah. So,
Just saying.
Real Gary guy said hi. So anyway, I bought this three-wheel bike. So it comes, the first thing is the plastic, one of the plastic coverings behind the light that's on the driver's side, it's all broken. It's like shattered and broke, cracked. So I took some super glue, I have some oily glue, and I glued it back together. You know, I got that back looking halfway decent. Then you turn the bike on, I full charged the battery. Supposed to be full charge, but the battery indicator on the display is indicating only a red bar and one green bar. It wasn't indicating all the bars. I'm like, okay. So then the batteries themselves, I had to make my own jumpers because there's 4 batteries. They're all gel batteries. They're 12 volt, 20 amp hour. And I can tell you right now, they're a piece of crap. Right now, I can tell you they're a piece of crap because tonight, first thing that happened was the charger blew. Okay, so then we didn't even have a charger to charge it with. So I had to pull 2 batteries out at a time, connect them as 24 volts. I left them, they were 40, it's a 48 volt bike, right? So I left 2 connected for 24 volts, hooked the charger to it, charged those up until my indicator is all the way down to 0. Okay, then I hooked the other one and charged it to full. Then I reconnect the batteries together. I'm reading like 52.3 volts. You know, like it hadn't got the full charge yet. I bought a little battery indicator so I could see what the actual voltage was. Okay. So then the charger quit working. The fan quit working in the charger, 3 days old. The fan quit working and the charger popped. So that went out. The indicator, display indicator screwed up. What else is wrong with that damn thing? There's so many problems with it, you know? So I'm working with these people because it's a 1-year warranty. So I'm trying to work with these people without sending the bike back to them, you know, just put it back in a box and just return to sender type thing. I figure, well, it's only an electric bike. I mean, how hard can it be? I'm not a dumb guy. I do mechanical stuff all the time. So I told the guy, I said, look, there's something else wrong with it now because my indicator's not working. I believe that your controller, the brushless controller must have a fault that's not sending the proper signals up to the display unit. So first thing I did is I bought a charger. Then I told him the charger failed. So they sent me a new one. I got it today. Got both today. Got 2 chargers today. So now I put one in her box in the back. I said, keep it as a backup in your box. And the other one we'll use till it blows. It's made in China too, you might guess. So anyway, the 3-wheel bike is, the other day they did a pressure washer, trying to get the mud off of it because it was very muddy going to her school. She rode through the mud a few times and a couple times in the rain. So I said, okay, my wife was pressure washing it. She knows it's an electric bike. So she was careful with it. And she only did it for like a minute or 2 minutes. And then the helper that works for us, she asked him to do it. No common sense. He's pressure washing the hell out of this. And every connector, the motor, the connectors, the battery, everything on the bike got wet. So I took everything out. I dried it all. I took the connectors apart. He made a video of it, posted it on YouTube. I dried all the connectors with a Conair blow dryer, you know, and got everything dried. Indicator now, the battery indicator is still screwed up, but what happened is after we pressure washed the next day, Micah went to go to school. She turned the key on and it's making beep, 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 like it's gonna freaking blow up. I was like, what the hell? So now at least I got the indicators working properly. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about so you know firsthand what I'm talking about. Just go outside here. Let me turn the camera around. You can see what I'm seeing too. Okay, so here's the three-wheel trike, right? Three-wheel bike. It's for a 12-year-old. You know, she can ride her friends here. She sits in the middle seat there, and then it has a little jump seat for my son MJ to ride on if he wants. And she does. She puts the kids on here and rides them around. But when you turn the key on, it comes up like this, says iBike, right? Now you see, this thing was full charge today. And look at the indication of it right now. It's flashing red like it needs. That's how screwed up it is. And then when it got wet, it was reading like 50 kilometers per hour here. So got all that fixed, got that all dried up. There's the actual battery voltage. I bought an external battery indicator. It says it's full charge, 53.1 volts. So this is still screwed up, the indicator here. So, and it's not beeping. It was beep, 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 beep like crazy. So this bike's ready to go. It's good. It runs good. Everything's about done on this one now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to change out these. I'm going to change. They're no good. I'm going to change this to lithium battery, 48 volt, a 100 amp hour instead of the 20 amp hour. And hell, she'll be able to drive all the way to town on this thing. I'm 0 watchers, no viewers. Nightbot was the only one yakking. Okay, I'm back live. They'll come back if they want to come in. I lost everybody, went to 0. 14 likes and went to 0. One person's back in. I can't believe that. I stepped out. Happy Mardi Gras. Thank you, Michael. Been a long time since I've been in a Mardi Gras. I used to live on Opelousas Avenue in Algiers, and the parade would go right down our street, right in front of our house. We could hang out the window like this in the front porch. We had 2 front porches. We just hang out right there and catch beads thrown at us. But if you wanted doubloons, you had to scramble for them babies. You know what doubloons are, Michael? The coins, the doubloons. We had to scramble for those. Those you were fighting over when those got thrown. Because I went in my backyard here, I stepped out on my back porch. I lost my signal. My Wi-Fi is weak back there because of the cement house and the distance from the modem. And once you get past the walls, old Algiers, yep. Stomp. That's where I lived. I lived there in Algiers, Opelousas Avenue. My father was a preacher at the Southern Baptist Church right there on Opelousas Avenue, the big red brick church. And he used to have his little study where he would study right across the street. They had a bookstore over there. And then right next door to us was God's Storehouse for the Needy. So we always had the homeless next door to us all the time. We lived in what they call a shotgun house. You know what shotgun houses are. But yeah, at the time there were 9 of us living in that house at one time. 9 kids. So it's quite an adventure growing up, my family. A lot of fun though. Algiers, we had a little tiny backyard. So the only place you really have to play is on the street. And you have a median in the middle divider, right? Between the 2 lanes. So we had a little grass area there. That's where we always played football and played on the streets because there wasn't that much traffic. And then they did have a city park. And that's how I busted my teeth here, my 2 front teeth. I was running to catch a pass. Somebody threw the football. I'm running. I'm looking over my shoulder. I go to catch. I turn around. I was right into a basketball pole. They had a basketball steel pipe with a basketball goal on it. Pow! Hit me right in the mouth. Broke my 2 front teeth. Chipped them. Algiers was in the movie Blue Chip with Nick Nolte. Yep. O.P. Walker. Okay. I was at what was the name of that school? Started with a B. Shoot, I don't remember now. Bell something. High school. God, I don't remember now. I don't remember. Skipping my mind. It was Belle something. I'd have to look it up online for the high school in Algiers. But Opie Walker. Wow. Bring back memories, huh? Anyway, Jonah, what happened is I walked out to my back there. I lost everybody. Jimmy John, Algiers, yeah. I gave you the secret to your electric three-wheeler, Mike. Read back. Okay, well, I need to read something. I need to send it back. It's a piece of crap. So anyway, on the three-wheeler, what I ended up doing is I bought a new display unit. Okay, it's on its way. I bought an extra battery charger. I got it today. They sent me another one because that one crapped out. So they sent me one. Now I've asked for a brushless controller. And I don't know if they're going to send one or reimburse the money so I can buy one. So I'm waiting on their reply on that. They did send me a 2,000 peso reimbursement. They call it a reimbursement because of all the problems we've had out of this machine. You know, and then we had to wait on them to send the links for the battery to link the batteries together. They wanted me to make sure that I put those links on because they thought that might be the problem with why the indicator wasn't indicating properly. Pfft, so full of crap, you know. The reason it's not indicating is the circuit card inside the display unit is not receiving the proper signal from the battery. It's very simple. It's not rocket science. You know, these people are just... So anyway, I got a new display coming. I'm going to buy a new brushless controller. Whether they send me one or not, I'm going to have another extra one. I want this bike to be able to be fixed at any time, you know. So I'm going to buy the spare things I need to make sure if anything happens, I'm ready for it, just to keep it going. It's 25,000 pesos. So if I got to spend another 4,000 or 5,000 on parts to keep it running, it's okay, you know. And give her transportation to and from school, and hopefully for several years. The only thing I'm going to do, the most expensive part, is going to be the battery, because I want to change it to a lithium. I don't want to deal with this freaking garbage, 4 12-volt battery, gel batteries wired together. I want to be able to drop one battery in, hook it up, done, you know? So that's my plan. And then it'll be a lot of more amp hours anyway. She'll be able to go a lot farther on it. I told the lady, I said, this thing is, you told me it's rated for 60 kilometers. That's your advertisement. A full charge will go 60 kilometers. I said, I'm getting 3 at best. My daughter is going to school and back 4 times, and it's around a half a kilometer there, you know, so it's around 2 kilometers. Maybe she's driving around a little bit at lunchtime or something, but she's going to do maybe about 3 kilometers total distance, comes back home in the evening with a dead battery, down to 48 volts, goes from 56 down to 48. So there's definitely something wrong with the batteries. I know that. Gel batteries are garbage, total crap. I've already gone through 6 for my solar system, so I know. I can speak from experience. They're just garbage. Lead acid batteries are garbage. Now I'm doing lithium, and so far I'm really, really pleased with my solar system on lithium batteries. Really, really pleased. They discharge deeper. I take them all the way down to 20%. So I could actually change the setting on it so they would go down to 10% if I wanted, but I'm not. I'm keeping it at 20. I let them discharge at 20, and then the alarm will sound and the power will shut off. And it hasn't shut off on me yet. It hasn't hit the 20% yet. It did when I had one battery. And then I decided, hey, we got enough power, let's up the battery. Put a second battery in. Today, I'll tell you, today I looked, it was 7,150 watts of power incoming, and I'm only using 1.5K, 1,500 watts of power. And I had 7,100 coming in. It gets charged up to 100%. The 2 batteries get charged up pretty quick, fast as it can charge, because it's getting maximum power going to it. I really love my solar. Yeah, Jonah, it's an e-bike, and it's a piece of junk. Do I recommend buying them? Absolutely not. If you can buy a gasoline, buy a gasoline. So much better. And so the cost of gas is what? It went up a little bit this month, this past week. I think it's gone up like 1.6 pesos per liter. But still, the issues with gasoline motors is a lot less than issues with electric bike. Trust me on that. Sammy, how you doing, Sammy? Sammy. Good morning, good evening from us, and good morning to you. Welcome. So anyway, we just have a normal discussion tonight. I've been here almost an hour. I want to show you guys what's going on with the school. I have it on a couple of pictures up there. I also posted a video. I went walking up this morning with my father-in-law. We walked up to get his Carabao and move it. So we walked all the way up into the hills up there behind the school and got the Carabao and moved it. And then I walked back and I made a video of the school. One of the workers was already there. I went in, made a quick video, and then came out. So no party tonight. I think Judith's already gone home. I think Rosalind's out on the front porch. Is Ros still there or she go home already? I don't know. Maybe she's going home already. They don't have to stay here at night. There's nothing to cook, nothing to clean. They've done their work all day, so no need to hang around. And we're not having a karaoke party tonight. I guess they decided not to sing tonight. I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi. Is my Wi-Fi okay? You know, I had like a lot of people in it, and all of a sudden it dropped to like 3. Or maybe somebody else, it's back up to 5 or 6 now. Yeah, it's going up and down. But no partying tonight. I'm partying, my mule. Just having a quick cold one, my first one today. I'm gonna enjoy it. And then what's happening tomorrow? Tomorrow we're gonna go to school, get an update on what happened this afternoon, see what all the work they got done. The doors are hung, the bathroom door's in, the doorknob should be on. The doorknob is on the front door. Front door's in, doorknob, locks beautifully. Gave the key to the teacher, said, here's your key. The glass we'll pick up, hopefully, we're going to Masbate City on Thursday. So hopefully we'll be able to pick the glass up on Thursday. It's blue glass, the blue on the inside and mirror on the outside. So anybody walking on the outside will just see themselves in the mirror. Is the CR working? I'm going to need one soon. What we decided to do, Jimmy John, is we decided to go with what the students know the most here, not a flushing toilet. We decided to go with a standard bowl that they can use. We're going to put a faucet with a bucket and a tabot, and then also going to give them a spray bidet so they can spray clean themselves instead of using their hand, but they'll use the tabot to flush the toilet. I have the flushing toilet, but I decided not to put it in there. We may at some point change it, but I was thinking strongly about it. I says, well, these people only know a bowl and a tabot. None of them have flushing toilets in their homes. None of them. So I decided to just go with what they already know. Let it go. And that's what we're doing. The toilet's not in place yet. It should be, by tomorrow it should be. It might be in now. I didn't go this afternoon. Flintstone model, yeah, it's just a white bowl. No seat on it, just a porcelain bowl. Flintstone style. So we already had a toilet that Charm and I had purchased for the captain's cabin down here. We'd spent $4,600 for a toilet with a sink, toilet paper holder, soap dispenser. I'd already bought the shower head, the bidet, everything for the captain's cabin to make it just like the greenhouse down here on the beach. I wanted the CRs to be similar to the same. And then Preston, who was going to lease it, the property, I think he decided he doesn't want to lease it. We put a guy in there who's working for us now and let him and his girlfriend stay there for now. It was only going to be a temporary thing because if Preston came and was interested, we would lease that to him. But he wanted to make changes, make 12 by 12 rooms, and there's just no room for 12 by 12 rooms. It would be all the way on the sidewalk if he did that. So not a good location to make a bigger place, just a small little kubo, you know, small house. Up above though, I offered him an area up above. Same area I offered to Steve. Steve doesn't want it because it's too high up the hill. He has to climb the hill. So he doesn't want to walk up the hill. And so he said, no, he's not interested. And besides that, we have no road access coming here. So people can't come and go as they please, you know, because you got to deal with the dirt road issue or deal with the water issue, the bridge, the Kauaian bridge, and yeah, just a mess for everybody. Mickey, how you doing? Jimmy. Hello, Jimmy. Anyway, well, Mickey's in the house. We got to keep it clean, guys. Mickey's young. But anyway, the school's going good. We got the issue worked out. The truck is able to be, she had me, what the lady did is she asked me to drive my truck there. I drove my truck there and she took and measured how wide my truck was, the distance I need to travel through the gate comfortably, add a little extra space on that, and then put her fence posts in. So it's plenty wide enough for my truck to drive through, and any truck for that matter. The thing is, when I asked the barangay captain, I says, what if the mayor comes? What is the mayor going to say if he comes to our village and he turns down that barangay road and he can't get to the village because somebody's got a fence blocking the road? What's he going to say? He's going to tell his guys, get out of the truck and rip the fence down. You know, it's illegal. You can't fence a barangay road. So I already knew it was going to hell, and her idea was going to go to hell. But we ended up getting her to see it our way. Thank you, Sammy. Thank you. Sammy, are you going by Samny, Samny, Sam Coolest Cat, or Samny Sam, Coolest Cat? Or is your name really Sam? Not Mike. I like Mike. So does Nightbot. He likes Mike. Jonah Lewis says, Mike, it's out of topic, but would like to ask, haven't seen Kayla's live funeral? No. Jonah, I have not seen live funeral. I have not seen her come back in the chat. I have not seen her aunt come back in the chat. Her aunt said she was going to be coming here to visit. And once she got back to Cebu, because she was living in Cebu with her husband, and his last name was Finch. He's Filipino with the last name of Finch. And I don't know, I just see a whole lot of red flags when people tell me all these things that make no sense. So I don't believe that there was ever a funeral. I don't believe that Kayla passed away. I don't believe there was a Pam. I think that was Kayla talking to us. This is just me speaking, okay? This is my opinion, all right, which I'm entitled to. I don't believe any of it. I believe it was like one of those channels that you just can't believe in anymore. And there's nothing there. There's no proof of a funeral. I went to search engines, searched the name, Kayla Lewis, Las Vegas, no obituary, no nothing. But there's always an obituary for somebody who dies, okay? There's always a record of birth and death in every city of the United States. So there was nothing for a 31-year-old Kayla Lewis, all right? I searched. I'm not going to pay to search deeper, but there was no one. So John Lou, really, I don't believe her. You didn't miss a live. There's no live. Where's Rick? He's on a plane. Maybe Sammy, maybe he's on his way to the Philippines. Maybe he's going to come get Rosalind or Judith. I'm just joking you, man. He's not. He's not on a plane coming here. He called me today. We were chatting on Messenger. He's doing fine. But he's not in the chat tonight. I told him I was going live at 7, but I don't see him yet. Maybe he's still sleeping. I was talking to him pretty late in the afternoon, which would have made it really, really late there. Would have been after midnight. Hillbilly, howdy. Nice to have you in here, Hillbilly. Thanks for coming in, much appreciated. So how you been up there? Are you getting any rain at all? I talked to Simon a minute ago, CEO to Farmer. He said it's 3 months already, no rain. He's having to water his garden every day at his house. How are you guys doing for water, and how are you guys doing for your gardening? Are you getting any rain at all? Because we were below the shear line, So it kept the rain over the Visayas. We were getting drenched every day. In fact, we got a little sprinkle today. The shear line kind of moved up, but we got a little sprinkle today still. And I think the rain is pretty much gone. I'd say summer's finally come. I expect it to be hot, blue sky, and I expect the fishing to start getting good. So the other thing that happened today, I did a lot today. Boy, there's a lot going on. My boat captain from I had a boat captain on the MJ boat, a guy named Bukai. Then Bukai has arthritis in his foot, so he doesn't want to fish. Another guy came to me and says, hey, I want to fish your big boat, your Queen Charm boat. I said, okay. So he took the Queen Charm, needed some engine work, he fixed that. Then the pipe on the back that the shaft goes through, propeller shaft goes through, the pipe was broken. So he told me, hey, we need to replace the pipe. So he brought the Queen Charm back. We never took the nets off of it. The nets are still there. There's 15 sections of net or 14 sections of net on it right now. But he came back today. He asked me if the Queen Charm was fixed. I said, no, not yet. Because he goes, I want to bring the MJ boat back. All of the Kauaian outriggers on it, the white outriggers, that go out to the katigs, which are the floats on the outside, the orange floats, has the white outriggers going out to the floats. And all the white Kauaian, he said, is old and needed to be replaced. So he wants to go back to the Queen Charm, and he wants to run 20 sections of net, which is 2 kilometers of net. So we're going to take he has right now on the MJ boat, he has 17 sections of net on MJ. We have 14 on Queen Charm. We'll either move all of them off the Queen Charm and give him 3 more. He can pick whatever 3 he wants of the 14 that are there. And then he has his 17, that'll give him a total of 20 nets on the Queen Charm. So, and I'm intending to, if we don't start fishing here soon, because the Micah Ella boat, we need to pull one engine, change a head gasket. The cylinder head gasket's leaking. I've already rebuilt 2 engines, a 20 horsepower and a 12 horsepower, one low speed 20 horse and a 12 horsepower high speed engine. So I've got 2 spare engines. And then the one engine on the Micah Ella boat is a high speed 18. So I already got the head gasket for it. My wife bought it when she went to Ballard yesterday. So we got that in hand. All I got to do is give it to the guy, pull the engine, we change the head and change the head gasket on it, and it'll be running again. And then the 12 horsepower, I'm waiting on the injector. I had the injector pump that I had was for a 10 horsepower. It was a 186F designator. It's for a 10 horsepower. A 186FA is a 12 horsepower engine. That's the difference in the designation on the plunger pumps, the fuel pumps. So I had the wrong one. So we pulled that out. I ordered a new one. It's coming. Should be here in a day or 2. Maybe by tomorrow or next day it'll be here. And the injector nozzle was dirty or clogged, something wrong with it, an injector nozzle. So we're just going to change them both. I ordered an entire injector nozzle assembly. I'll just change the whole assembly, change the whole pump assembly. The motor will be running like a brand new motor again. So that's what's going on with the diesel engines, and that's what's going on with the boats. So the Micah Ella boat is still not in the water. The Queen Charm is still not in the water. But I did buy today I went to the local hardware here because I don't have it. So I bought a 3/4 PVC pipe, 1-inch PVC pipe, and I had some 1.25-inch pipe here already. What we're going to do is, instead of what we normally would do is we would hammer, we cut a piece of Kauaian that had a 3/4 diameter hole in the middle of it, right? So we would cut it and we would form it with a bolo, form the outside, just chipping away Kauaian until they would fit in either the 1.25-inch pipe or the 1.5-inch pipe, whichever size we were using. Now the Queen Charm has one of each. Has an 1.5-inch pipe, has an 1.25-inch pipe. So you pound the Kauaian in, and then you would tap it back, because what you really want is you want Kauaian at the beginning of the pipe, Kauaian at the end of the pipe, and several pieces of Kauaian inside the pipe, evenly spaced out. So when you put the propeller shaft in, it's fully supported in the Kauaian. They hold the propeller shaft straight. Then if they wear out, your propeller shaft will start to wobble. You can change the Kauaian only, but if the pipe breaks like it did on the Queen Charm, you have no choice. You got to hammer the pipe out and put a new one in, epoxy it, and make it ready. So this time, you have a 3/4 shaft, 3/4 diameter, 3/4 inch diameter shaft. We're going to put 3/4 piping over it, all the way down, the full length of it. Then we're going to slide 1-inch pipe, the full length. Then we're going to put 1.5-inch pipe, the full length, and we're going to shove that whole works into. The 1.25-inch pipe's going to go on last. So each pipe fits over each other. So we don't have to use Kauaian. We just use the pipe inside to take up the slack on the shaft to protect the shaft so it won't wobble. And then that should be better. And we only have to put 2 pieces of Kauaian, about 2 inches long, on each end. And that will hold the pipe in place. The pipe will be cut to the length where it's only about 2 inches from the end. And then we'll hammer the Kauaians in and then slide the propeller shaft all the way through. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a good setup. And I think it will last me a lot longer, a lot less failures in the propeller shafts, getting warped and wobbling and causing vibration. Should be a lot steadier. So that's the deal on the boats. So that's all that's going on the boats. What else happened today? Somebody came here to sell his life insurance. So Charm signed up. It costs 25 pesos a week for a 50,000 peso life insurance policy. 50,000, $1,000 life insurance policy, less than $1,000. Cost 25 pesos a week or 1,000 pesos per year for the policy. So John wanted to do it. Okay, whatever, you get another 50 grand when I die, you know. I guess it's a family life insurance. It covers Charm and myself and the kids or something. I don't know how it works. I didn't read all the details. Probably if I had it, I'd have told her to tell them to pack it. It's probably another one of those damn scams, you know, here in the Philippines. Life insurance scam, you know. So using your boat, how does that work? 50-50. Okay, now let me explain the boat cost. And I'll go back up the chat. There's a couple other chats above you. Basically, it's going to end up being like a 60-40. Okay, so here's how you do it. You take all the expenses, the fuel cost, paint, repairs, whatever. The minute they take and become your boat captain, all expenses are put into a pot and they're split 50-50 between us and them. Okay, so that's the diesel, that's everything. That's all the repairs, materials, everything. From the time they take possession of the boat, which they're going to take possession after I fix it, of course. I don't care. It's all right. But from that point on, any expenses that are incurred by the boat will be split between the two parties, us and them. And then they get 60, we get 40, because they're the ones doing the work, fishing. So they'll get 60% of the fish catch, we'll get 40% of the fish catch, and all expenses are split evenly. So if they use a liter of fuel to go out, you know, or they use a gallon, 240 pesos for a gallon of diesel, that gets split. We pay 120, they pay 120. Where before it was we pay all the diesel and it's a 50-50, basically is how it worked. Or you pay them, so many pesos per kilo of fish is how it used to be. You have the laborer who doesn't tie nets, he got 10 pesos per kilo. The guy tying the net got 15 pesos per kilo, and the boat captain got 20 pesos per kilo. That's 45 pesos per kilo. When the price of fish is 100 pesos per kilo that you're selling for, they get 45%, you were getting 55%, but we were paying all the diesel. So this is a better deal for the owner. Even though we do a 60-40 at the end, it's still a better deal overall for the owner because we can split the expenses where normally we would be the ones only to pay the expenses, everything. Back to lithium batteries. Only issue, they start fires. A few golf carts have burned down houses charging in the garage. They do get hot, yeah. I agree with that statement. Been getting pretty steady rain, mostly at night and in the evening. That's very good hillbilly. Very, very good. So that's a good thing that we're getting some rain because the rain is scarce this time of year. Somebody was telling me the other day, oh, rainy season doesn't end until March. I said, I don't know which Philippines you're living in. Rainy season ends in January, typically. You'll get some rain throughout the summer months, but you don't get rain like rainy season. You know, rainy season, usually by the end of December, beginning of January, your rainy season's over, you're going into summer, into hot and dry. And I've been here enough years to know. So somebody the other day, he must not have been living here very long, was telling me, oh, but rainy season doesn't end until March. That's when it ends. I said, oh, when does it start? He didn't really know. Rainy season here starts in June, okay? It starts in June and it ends in January. You get about 6 months of each, hot and dry and hot and wet. Those are the only 2 seasons we ever have. So, please join our memberships, yes. When I was 20, I used to buy biscuits for stray dogs. Some locals told me, please stop. I replied, I won't stop for anyone. Be brave, bro. Let me go back. I'm missing all kinds of chats. I'm going backward. Hillbilly says, I wish I was closer. I'm a Caterpillar certified diesel mechanic. Worked on equipment for several years. Yeah, I wish you were closer too. We paid this guy that's doing it 700 pesos to rebuild the engine. That's all it costs. So it's really very cheap. I don't mind. I buy the parts, and then I just give him the parts that it needs for that rebuild, whatever it needs, and he rebuilds it for us, takes it all apart, all the way down to nothing. Every bolt out of it, cleans everything, cleans it all with diesel. The engine's like brand new when he's done with it. It runs great. It's supposed to. You have issues, and like normally he tries to use existing parts, and that's when you start seeing, oh, the nozzle's not working, or the plunger pump's not working, you know. And yeah, I had a guy the other day, actually, he didn't even know anything about diesel engines. He's asking me, where's your glow plug? I said, there's no glow plug on a single cylinder diesel engine. Oh, we always had glow plugs on our diesel. I go, well, there's none on these engines. They use compression. Compression and fuel make your propulsion. Make it fire. It goes. You don't have to have a glow plug. So it's a good invention. These single cylinder diesel engines they have, air cooled, pretty darn good engines, pretty reliable too, I might say. And we were discussing the other day, I know I discussed with you guys, I told you we're planning to put a big engine in the Queen Charm boat. I have a 45 horsepower engine sitting right here, and it works beautiful. And I started pricing the conversion to convert it just in the parts alone, to buy the transmission, $25,000, to buy the clutch plate and disc, to buy the steering gearbox, to convert to a steering wheel, buy Hawaiian rudder. Because when you got a more powerful motor, you need a steering wheel. Okay, it's got a lot more thrust, so you need to be able to turn your boat a little bit better and easier. What else do we need to buy? Just a number of things we had to buy. We had to do the water conversion on the boat to bring in salt water to cool the engine, or we would have had to build a freshwater tank and plumb the water to go through it, just like an automobile, so that fresh water could run through it and circulate. And then you have to, better if you have a radiator, of course, and also better if you have a fan spinning, blowing into the radiator to cool everything down. But, you know, just when you start putting all this stuff down inside a wooden hull of a boat, it doesn't get a lot of airflow across it. So you end up with engine problems, is the bottom line. So about a year, you need to pull that engine, take it to the shop, and have it rebuilt. Get everything cleaned up again. Stop it. Hey, stop it. Oh, they're fighting each other. My dogs are just like my kids, always fighting. So we decided, like I was talking to my father-in-law, he says, why don't you just add a third engine? You've got 2 engines in it, add a third engine. You'll have as much horsepower as you got with the 45 horsepower engine. You know, with a 20-inch blade, just add another low-speed engine and put another 12-inch blade on it. You know, another 20 horsepower. So you can feel the difference. When you start the first engine, You start engine one and you feel the power, you're going through the water. When you start the second engine, you feel the additional horsepower kicking on it. And if you would have a third engine, you'd feel even more pushing on you. So, and he said the other thing is, what if you need to rebuild it next year? How you can get that big engine transmission back out of the boat? You have to have a way to put the boat under, put a trolley over it with a hoist so you can lift this engine and tranny out, then move the hoist or move the boat. It's all dirt and sand down here. This is just impractical. So I said, forget the big engine. Why spend another 100 grand on the Queen Charm when I can get the pipes fixed, or they can even change the wood in the back, add an additional engine at more pitch, and we have 3 engines sitting there, one low, one medium, and one high. So that's kind of my thought is I may want to just go with a third engine, but for now I'm just going to go with the 2. Stay with the 2 I got. They're both reliable engines. They're both already rebuilt. They're ready to go. Let the boat ride. Just get the propellers back on it so these guys can take it out and go fishing. They're wanting to go around the island to a different area. They don't want to fish in the Asid Sea where we are because there's no fish. Illegal fishing has just stripped this ocean of everything. So they want to go around to the other side of the island where there's less illegal fishing, a lot more ocean out there, not in the Asid Sea. They'll get out in the deeper water of the ocean, and they want to try their luck out there and see what they can do. More power to them, let them go. I'm not going to tell them where they can and can't go. So anyway, I'm not going to go with them. I wanted to go do some trips with them. And Jim Guy for Life, hello, welcome. What's up with you? Thanks for coming in. Much appreciated. Got new viewers. That's awesome. You guys come in, give us a thumbs up. I make you a moderator. We're all good. We're all helping each other grow our channels. It's beautiful. Thank you so much for coming in. I got to explain it, but I'm in the Philippines. Been here 14 years. And I kind of do a little bit of everything. So if you need help with something, just ask. If you have any questions about the Philippines, just ask. There's a lot of people here. Been here a long time. We always talk about different issues that happen around here. We stay away from religion. We stay away from politics. So everything else is fair game. Anything you want to ask about, whatever. Fishing, diving, snorkeling, island hopping, different islands. We've been to a lot of them. A lot of people that have been in here have gone to a lot of islands as well. So that's about what's up. Those who fear your goodness may deter your work, but the true nature lies in the reckless who silence kindness. Yeah, that's a true statement, Mickey. What book did you read that in? Who was the philosopher that said that? It's very good. Anyway, I've been on here almost an hour and a half. I think we're gonna be shutting down soon. I'm willing to take some questions, guys. Let's just open it up like this. Ask me anything you want. Don't you be shy. You're all moderators. You can't kick each other out. So the only person that can boot you out is me. And don't worry, I'll try not to boot you out unless you're cussing. If you cuss too much, we'll have to shut you down. If you spam the chat or cuss too much, then we'll remove your messages. Other than that, pretty much free game, guys. Waiting to hear from you. Any topics you want to talk about, we can talk about them. Pretty much anything you want to talk about, I've probably seen it or done it if it belonged in the Philippines or happened in the Philippines. So much crap over here. It's unbelievable. I've done a lot in my time here. I feel like I got a full life over here already. I've only been here 14 years, but it feels like I've been here 50 years. I feel like I've been here all my life. That's how I feel when I live here. I feel like my skin should be brown and my hair black. That's how I feel because I immersed in the community so well that I just feel like I'm a Filipino. Everything I do, and I do it the way they do it, and then I add my touch to it in most cases. So, bro, I have an aloe vera plant, but the bugs keep coming like airplanes. Do you have any idea how to stop them? How to stop the bugs? They're coming to your aloe vera plant. Is that what I'm reading? You're saying? You need one of these. You know what this is, Mickey? Got a little button on the side here. Got an on-off button here, right? Off, turn it on. It's got a little button you push, you hold it, and you see the light coming on? That means power is applied to that screen right there. So if you got a bug, you whack him, dead. Right there, called a zapper, a bug zapper. You need one of these. When you're sending the jet to pick us up, I don't have a jet. I'm not going back to the US, so no way, no how. I'm not going back to the US. That's one place I don't need to go. You know, my mother's still there. My mother's 84 years old, still alive, lives in Flowood, Mississippi. My brothers and sisters, I've got sisters and one sister in Louisiana, two sisters in Louisiana. One down in Baton Rouge, one in Slidell, between Slidell and Hammond. I've got a brother down Lake Pontchartrain. My brother out in Georgia passed away. My other sister in Mississippi died. And then I have two half-brothers living near Jackson. One is in Raymond and one is in Flowood, the same area my mother lives in. Or they're just north of Flowood, closer to the reservoir, Ross Barnett Reservoir in Mississippi. Mickey says, yep, really, bro. Bugs are global phenomenon. For you, it's caterpillars. For me, it's tiny bugs. Oh, you saw the caterpillars, huh? This gets the tiny bugs. This gets the gnats, the flies. If you get the small flies. The key to fly killing, though, let me explain this, Mickey. A fly, when he's sitting on the ground, okay, let's say there's a fly on my nose, right here. And you want to kill that fly. Flies always take off straight up. Always. Okay? So, the key to killing a fly is to go about 3 inches above it and just clap your hands. And the fly will be dead in your hands. Okay? 3 inches above the fly. Try it. And be quick, because they're quick. Just slap your hands fast as you can, and you'll see that fly is in your hand, dead. Then go wash your hands. That's how you kill flies. If they're gnats and small other insects and stuff, flying ants and all that crap, get one of these. These cost like $3 here in the Philippines. I don't know what they cost there where you're living. Where are you living now, Mickey? India? You said you were in India, right? You get one of these. Come on, they got them there. I know they do. They got bug zappers there. I promise you. Go get you one or two of these. Buy two. They always break. You know, have a backup. So just all you do on these is so simple. You pull this little red button here. Okay, plug it in and charge it. So you got to have an outlet that's high enough that you can plug it into an outlet, and this thing hangs down quite a ways, right? So you can plug it in an outlet and it'll hang down. And I plug mine in right here. I've got several outlets. I got one in my bathroom. I got a couple here, different ones that I plug into that are high enough. And I can just plug this in and just hang it like that. Leave it plugged in, let it charge up. Once it's full charge, just make sure it's off when you charge it. Then just flip it on. And when you go to kill it, hold the button. The little button, make the light come on. Okay? That's all you gotta do, Mickey. Simple as that. So that's all you gotta do. Buy a bug zapper. So bugs will be gone. What else you guys got for me? Before we call it a night, I go watch a movie tonight. Anyway, let me show you the green screen. See if I got some pictures I can show you to share with you guys. Hold on a minute. We'll get the green screen going here. I was looking up into my avocado tree. Okay, sorry guys. My phone died. I wasn't paying attention to my battery. The phone completely died on me. I'm back now though. It's good. All right. John Drake, hello. How you doing, John? Sammy says, garlic chili spray, blend 2 garlic cloves, 6 hot peppers with water. Let it sit overnight. Strain it and spray it to repel aphids, caterpillars, and whiteflies. Well, I'm going to have to make that as well, Sammy. Screenshot your chat there. Okay, see this picture I took, guys? I was trying to determine if there are any blossoms on this avocado tree. I've determined that my avocado tree has no blossoms on it this year. So I don't think I'm going to get any avocados this year either. I think it's one of those things. I'm not going to get avocados. So that was one picture I thought I'd share with you because I was in the front yard today looking at that. I want to show you, this is my queen charm. We were out fishing. We were out fishing one day and I made a picture of the queen charm out there. And then here's a picture of an illegal fishing boat right there. These are the guys who steal all the fish in the ocean. And here he is close up. I'll show you another picture of him. There he is right there. That's the jelly boat out of Mabuhay. So you go over to their boat, you tell them you want some fish, and they'll give you fish. That's what we were doing. My boat captain at the time says, I'm going to go get some fish from these guys. They're stealing all the fish. Let's go get some fish. Okay? And this is a picture of my fish finder on the Queen Charm. This is a 5CV fish finder. You can see the fish in the picture there. Here's another picture of the fish. You can't see that one good. It's too blurry, too far away. There you go, some more fish. I'm just showing you different locations we were fishing. You see all the fish there on the bottom? They're going to the bottom. So that's basically meaning the fish go down to feed, go down to the corals, go down to the bottom. That's why with our fishing nets, we're fishing on the bottom. The fish go to the bottom, and that's where we catch them. So if you can see them and they're already down, probably your chances are you may be a little late in dropping your net because when your net comes down there, it's going to scare the hell out of them. You know, you want it down before the fish go down. That's why we drop at sunset. Before the sun completely sets, we drop. So when it's dark and the fish are going down, we're already got our nets in place. Here's something very interesting I'll share with you guys. This is a new barge / bridge they're going to put in Quinanandutai to San Antonio for us to drive across. It's going to be blue drums like that with steel, which is not going to last long. Looks like they're using steel pipe or, you know, maybe it's number 12. It looks like steel pipe, or it looks like 1/2-inch pipe. But this is what they're doing. They're making floats now, pontoon type floats that they're going to put wood on top of, and they're going to make it so we can drive across, all the way across the water with our motorcycles now. So that's going to be the new makeshift bridge to get from Quinanandutai to San Antonio. As you can see in the picture, like zoom in. If you look, this is on the San Antonio side right now where the barges are. This is San Antonio. You look way back there, you see those two posts back there? That's the Quinanandutai side. That waterway, you guys have seen it, many videos I've done, and we walked across it how many times. That waterway it's about 100 feet or more wide. So they're going to put a bunch of these pontoons together, and then they're going to put wood on top of that so we can drive across. That's the new plan until they get this swinging cable hanging bridge, whatever the freak you want to call it, done maybe next year, the year after, I don't know, whenever it happens. So Michael says, just getting work. Have a good evening. Happy Mardi Gras. All right, Eric, this is the new bridge. It's going to cross the waterway, and it's going to float on barrels. And the new bridge is supposed to give it support so we can jump on our motorcycles and be able to drive across this once they put the wood there. So that's the new bridge idea. Whoever put that's the new bridge idea. Okay, I'll see if I have more videos to share with folks today. Anything going on? Not much. There's a school right there, the side building of the school. The door's already hung. Doorknob is on the left side, not the right side. The hinges are on the right. It swings in because that's going to swing towards the wall, towards the front windows. And then the back corner, you see all the walls are done. We just got to start finish coating now. So the guy's going to be working on finish coat soon. Then we brought 10 sacks of sand up today. We're going to sift that, get any rocks out in it. And then that's going to become what they're going to mix with the cement to do the finishing. All the walls are going to get finished. I thought that's all I really had to share with you. I'm looking at the pictures here. The CR door is already in. I don't have a picture of it in though. But here's if I can get a schoolhouse with the door in. There you go. You see the door? That's the schoolhouse front door there. It's already in place. Already hung and swung and lockable. It's good. Good to go. Done with the green screen. Let me go back and get it off my screen here. And I think I'm gonna green screen off. Done. Okay, there we go. So pretty much what's going on today, everything I probably went over everything with you guys today. The weather's looking nice now, so hopefully we'll get we're going to town on Thursday. I'll give you an update on what's going on with town. We have a property in litigation right now because it's a guy that's the first cousin of Charm. We bought the property from a relative. And after the property value, we paid 1 million pesos for 7,500 square meters. It's right in the city proper. And it was rice land at the time when we bought it. And nobody was using it. And the guy needed money really bad, Charm's cousin, so he came to us and asked us if we wanted to buy it. And we both said no. And for 3 months, we said no. We don't want to buy this land. We don't want land in Balut. It's just rice land and we don't raise rice. So we're not interested. He kept begging and begging and begging. I need money for medicine. I have leukemia and this and that and the other, and excuse after excuses. This is a great price. I'll give it to you for 133 a square meter, 1 million pesos for my share of my inheritance from my father. Half of the lot. It's 7,500 square meters, a 1.5 hectare lot, and 7,500 belonged to him, 7,500 to his sister. There's only 2 siblings. Seemed like real cut and dry, real easy deal. So we finally agreed. So we paid this. The deal was you give the guy 50,000 pesos. When he gives you the documents, the paperwork, you give him the other 950. Okay, that was the deal. That was what was written in the contract. Well, the first month he came out begging money. No paperwork, but said, hey, I really need to get more money. Can you give me 80,000 more? I need money. I need to buy medicines, blah, blah, blah. And every single month, every month, there was a damn excuse about why he needed more money. 50,000, 80,000, 70,000, whatever. It went on and on until the million was paid for. Then we said, where's our documents? We paid it in less than a year. Now where's our documents? Oh, but we haven't split the land yet. We haven't divided it to me and my sister yet, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden the sister come up with this bright idea. Oh, we're going to share. We need you to give 2,500 square meters of the land you bought to Nikki, another relative, because she lived in our house for however many months before my dad died. She was like a sister to us. It don't work that way. So anyway, the bottom line is, without bad-mouthing these people, is they didn't want to get my documents, so I hired a lawyer. I said, enough's enough. 3 years, you haven't given my documents, you won't give my documents, you want to hang on to the land for whatever reason, you won't give my money back, you won't give me the documents on the land, so I went and got a lawyer. We filed a case. The case was rejected in Masbate, and the guy said that this is the wrong jurisdiction. You need to file in Mondoon. At the time, we only had the one guy on it that sold us the land. So now my lawyers amended the filing. We're going to bring the lady in as well, because I have videos of the sibling, the lady, the sister, walking with me, discussing what Charm and I are going to do with the land once we get it. We were walking with the surveyors at the time. So this is 3 months after we bought the land. She was fully aware we were buying the land, which she tried to deny and say that her brother sold the land to us illegally. because she should have had first option to buy the property, which the Supreme Court already has a ruling on that in the Philippines. The sibling has 30 days in which to make it known they want to buy your share of the property if you inherit land. If they don't opt to buy your share from you, or you don't want to sell to them, then it's off the table. They have 30 days to buy it. It basically crap or get off the pot. You got 30 days to crap or get off the pot. And it's already Supreme Court ruling that the sibling who knows the lot's being sold and doesn't make an effort to buy the lot first, she loses the ability after 30 days. She cannot buy the lot. He can sell to whoever he wants. And that's what happened. She did make no effort. And so we're going to follow in the Supreme Court ruling that said that. And so basically our case is a closed case. It's going to be cut and dry, but it's semantics now. It's just getting the verbiage right to make them partition the land and give us our share of our land, which is half. So we're doing it. We got a lawyer. We're going Thursday to town. That's what I'll be Thursday doing. And then we're going to do all the paperwork, file it. And in Mondone, where we're supposed to file it, regional, and I've got to take the 3 witnesses or 4 witnesses that are witness to us buying the property. We have witnesses. They were there or watched us giving payments to the guy and him receiving them and writing the receipt. And all the receipts written say, for my portion of the land I inherited from my father, 7,500 square meters. It's written on the receipt. So how did he sell me the land illegally? I don't know. Only in his mind, So this I tell charm. I say it like this. It was about 20,000 US dollars at the time. 20,000 US dollar is 1 million peso. Now it's less. It's like 1 million pesos, like 18,000 US dollars, something like that. But anyway, the bottom line is, if the judge rules, for whatever reason, that he sold the land to us illegally, if their argument wins, okay, 2 things are going to happen. I'm going to immediately request that all money that I gave him 4 years ago be returned. He's had 4 years to save his money to pay me back. I want it within 30 days, all my money back. Secondly, I'm going to file a criminal case for estafa, for swindling, because it's obvious that he knew what he was doing. He wrote the contract. He wrote the receipts. And all of a sudden, his argument is he sold it illegally. I want him in jail. He's a swindler. His sister's a swindler. They'll both go to jail. They both knew about it. Okay? And who knows what they did with the money? I don't know if he bought medicine, if he gave half to his sister. I don't know what they did. We don't know what happened over there on their side. All we know is that we paid $1 million. I have receipts for paying $1 million. I've got 0 back from them. I've got no document back from them. I've got nothing. If you think you can just steal somebody's money in the Philippines, think again. It ain't gonna happen. So that's the choice that they're facing and what we're up against. And so we're dealing with it legally. We got a lawyer. Lawyer here, it costs $80,000 to retain the lawyer. It costs another $75,000 for all work preparations and reiterations and reiterations. And this time he didn't charge us for the new filing for the new court. He's doing all the documents for free, but he will, get that in the mosquito, but he will be asking us to pay for the actual filing fee, which is about $6,000, pesos, 6,000 pesos. So you pay according to how much damages you're asking for. We're asking for 200,000 in damages. It's been 4 years. We haven't been able to grow rice or grow plants or grow anything and use the land for 4 years. Haven't been able to touch the land because it's not in our name yet. So for 4 years, they've screwed us. So I'm asking for 200,000 in damages, which is not even unreasonable. That's just going to pay the lawyer costs is all it is. It's going to pay the lawyer the 80,000, the 75,000, and the 2 filing fees, which are about 7,000 each. So I'm not asking for a lot of money back out of the guy. I'm only asking for what's fair. I had to hire a lawyer because of you. You pay the lawyer when you lose. That's fair, right? Okay. Yeah. So, uh, yeah, I never buy from pounding. That's one thing. Yeah. Uh, Mickey, do the barrels have the same weight to float, or is there any physics behind that? I can't wait to see the school building completed. Okay, well, I don't know about the float, the barrels, but I'm sure I've seen before barrels used for floats. Typically, it's barrel, 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 barrel next to each other, not spaced out like they did. So I don't know what effect that's going to have on a motorcycle and the weight of a bike going across. If they put enough of these together and they either clamp them or weld them together when they build them, when they put them in the water, they weld them all together, then it should be good. But that's going to mean that now no boats are going to be able to pass through there for a safe harbor if a big storm comes. So I'm thinking they're not going to weld them together. I'm thinking they're going to section them, rope them together, and then you're at the mercy of the current and the rope. And it's just like the Kauaian bridges. It's not going to be easy, but I'm going to ride across it. You're damn right. I'm going to take the quad across it or the chariot, whatever I got to do. I wish I could take my truck across it, honestly, but you can't. There's no road there. So anyway, good, yeah. A million is 17,290. 17,290, yeah. So we're not going to be out our money. I have no doubt in my mind we should win this case. I don't, the only, in the Philippines, you never know what's going to happen now, You never really know what's going to happen. When Charm and I are not expecting anything, if we win, we get our land. The value of the land right now is just over 12 million. We paid 1 million. It's valued at around 12 million. It's 1,600 a square meter right now for the raw land. Nothing on it. No buildings, no nothing, no roadway. Once they put the road in across it, which they're going to do because the city hall's right there, they're putting a double road. One way this way, one way back, right? And the city hall is back here. And our land is right here, right in front of City Hall. They're going to put roadway right across our property. In 2 locations, they're going to put 2 roads going across. Then the property is going to be zoned commercial, residential commercial, because there's other residential going around us. People are buying the other lots next to us. The guy there is selling like 100 square meter lots, 200 square meter lots. He's got it all partitioned out. He's selling it to people. They're starting to build houses on it. So the value is going, whew, and that's why this lady, the guy's sister, doesn't want to give us the land, doesn't want to complete the partitioning and give us our land because the value is so high. Now she's greedy and she wants to keep it all for herself because her brother has leukemia. He's going to die. I'm pushing to get the court case done before the guy dies. What happens when he dies? I don't know. We got everything documented, so hopefully nothing else happens. 207,500 is 12 million pesos. That's what the value is right now. So now you know why I'm fighting for it. And instead of us just saying, oh, screw it, it's only $1 million, screw it. We're not going to do that. I won't let Charm do it. She was trying to do it. She says, well, it's my cousin. I said, I don't give a damn. You don't do to people this way. That's a lot of money. I'm not going to give to them. They don't deserve it. They're crooks. So I'm going after them tooth and nail. I told her, Charm, it doesn't matter if we spend 11 million to get them. If we got to take it all the way to the Supreme Court, by the time we get the land, prove it's ours and get it, we might be into it for 11 million. But by then, the value of the land's 21 million, So we're not going to lose. Anyway, we're not going to lose on this. It's coming. So Thursday, trip to town, sign documents for the lawyer, get that done, do some grocery shopping. Hello, Patrick. Just do the normal things we do in town, exchange money, stuff like that. The millionaire, hello, welcome. Thanks for coming in, guys. Appreciate it. I know I start really early in USA time. So I'm really starting to consider whether I should move it back to start at 8 or 9 and maybe just take an afternoon nap so I'm not tired, and go out till midnight with you guys because that's only like 9 o'clock your time. For a lot of you. Charm still got a little cold. I'm eating peanuts. Here, right over the wall. Got 4 pieces of coconut. Big too. I opened one of them up, and the white coconut meat inside was about less than a 1/4 inch thick. Perfect for buko shake, right? Opened it up, I gave him a spoon to eat the coconut, for MJ to eat it. I put the buko juice in the cup, and I tasted it. I went, wow, this is sweet, this is delicious. I let Charm taste it. She said, where'd you get this? I said, right here, right there, over the wall. So I have 3 more sitting out here right now, ready to open up tomorrow. And then some buko juice tomorrow. All right, 7:51 a.m. Yeah, Patrick, very early there. That's why I was thinking maybe I should start a little later. Yep, cannot let people pull that on you. We got to put a stop to it. Somebody has to stop it. Or Charm and I are going to stop. We're going to take it to court. Let the judge see it. I'm sure it's not the first case he's had like this, There's other greedy people in the Philippines. Just these people happen to be our first cousin. Charm's mother's sister, her sister's dead. Charm's mother's sister is the mother of these 2 kids. They're our first cousins. They grew up together. They went to school together. And now they're screwing Charm. For no reason. None at all. Just the one lady is just being a total freaking bitch. She's going to get it handed to her. That's why now I'm glad the lawyer is including her in the suit. I want this judge to know that it's her that has stopped the proceedings of the paperwork to get done to get the land partitioned. I want the judge to know that. And he's going to see it. He's going to realize it. And I hope the judge comes down hard on that woman. I hope he just nails her ass. I would love to see her do jail time. I'd love him to do whatever he could do. I hope he just hammers the fuck out of her. Just nails her so hard, she never does it to another person in her life. Because she has other properties she's selling too. If she does everybody like this, she doesn't deserve to be selling property. She needs to be in jail. She's corrupt. Oh, we'll see. I'm going to say it's up to the judge now. We'll sign the documents. It's up to the judge. Vinegar, or 1 cup of vinegar, 3 cups of water. Okay, there you go. I don't even know if he's still in here, Mickey. I don't think Mickey's in here. Patrick, it is 8:54 in the evening on Tuesday evening. 8:54 in the evening. It's Tuesday morning for you. Yep, John, that's right. 8:53, yep. I'm eating peanuts that we cooked ourselves. The white peanuts, the big ones, like this. You buy them with a bucket full, a sack full if you want here. Show you how we buy them. We just get a bunch of peanuts like this. These are the raw. This is just the raw peanuts, the white ones. And then after you cook them, they turn brown like this. Don't let them burn. It tastes bad when they burn. But what they'll normally do is I'll cook them with garlic, a sliced garlic. Get the oil hot, put the garlic in, get the garlic flavor in the oil, then cook the peanuts in it. It's really good. We keep all the cooked ones, go into a container. See, it's almost empty. Maybe time to cook some more. Always keep some on hand. They're good for snacks, And they're easy and quick and easy to cook. So It's all good. I do popcorn. I always keep a container just like this of popcorn too. Good snacks for the Philippines, guys. You just get a couple of these containers like this. Keep all your peanuts, popcorn, rice, whatever you want in them. Here's the popcorn. Got a whole container full. Well, the kids love popcorn. I love popcorn. We all like peanuts, so we just get our own snacks, cook them from raw and make them for us, you know, the way we want them. Anyway, what else is happening in the U.S., guys? Everybody waiting for Iran to go crazy, huh? No, I don't have any. No eagles here. I've seen the eagles 2 or 3 times. Different places I've gone to a zoo or different places where they had the eagle. I've only seen a couple of them, but none where I live. I've seen before what looked like I'm sure it's a type of eagle, but it's small, like a red-tailed hawk. It's probably in the hawk family. Looks like a red-tailed hawk, and it's small. It's not a big bird, you know, it's like a big black bird, about the size of a big black bird. But it's like a red-tailed hawk size, but not the eagles. They don't have them over here. I haven't seen them on Masbate. Some land matters are a headache. Don't be sad. Take bad experiences as lessons. Stay vigilant and don't stress. Oh, we're not stressing. We've already done this for 4 years now, waiting on our land. No stress about it. But these people are about to hang for it because now it's going to the correct court. It will be seen by the judge. Not going to be dismissed. It'll be seen by the judge and something's going to be done about it. I live in a residence. Whenever I call a complaint to the department, they send me into another, then another. It's always the same. Well, that sucks. They don't do that to you here. They'll take care of you in one place. Like the new cyber libel law. I'll give you an example. If somebody does something against you and defames your character online, you go to your local police station. And you don't have to go travel to the person who's doing it's police station. You go to your own. And you say, I want to file a complaint. Here's my proof. This is the person doing it. Especially if a third party is involved and you have witnesses, it's even better. And all they'll do is they'll take your complaint. They'll send the complaint over to the police department near this person's house, area they live in. That local police there will know them, more than likely. And they'll knock on their door. They'll present the complaint. They will arrest them, put them in jail until they prove themselves innocent or they can post bail. That's what happens. Here, you're guilty till you prove yourself innocent. So that can happen. You guys, if you're going to do things online, I've seen it happen to a lot of people, slandering people online. If you're going to slander someone online, make sure you get your ducks in a row. And I wouldn't even do it online, because if you're doing it online, you're likely going to be facing consequences. And it's already happened to me a couple times. The cyber libel, where I could have pressed charges and didn't. So you guys be careful when you're in the Philippines, because it's not exactly freedom of speech here. Not exactly. Am I still on top? Oh, damn it, did it again. Why does YouTube always go to top messages, even when I select all? Crazy. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and shut down my live feed. Tomorrow, I hope I have something more interesting to share with you folks. We give you an update on the school, work going around here, the bad boy pens coming along. I ordered the steel to do the roofing over the bad boy pen area. And I ordered 1x2 steel tubing, and the guy brought me 2x3 tubing. I told Charm, there's no way I'm using 2x3 tubing for this bad boy. It's too expensive. I want 1x2 tubing, the small tubing. So I can just, I'm going to screw that. I'm going to weld that to the 2x3 that's there, trusses, and then I'm going to put the tech screws through it. That's it, to hold the roofing down. That's all it's for. It's going to be, that whole 1x2 is going to be welded to 2x3 framing, and then screw tech screws through it to hold the roof down. That's all it's for. So, thank you, Patrick. You guys have a good night also. Durham Millionaire says, I'm 3D printing something right now while watching your stream. Awesome. I think that 3D printing is an awesome, awesome tool to have. But I don't know what I could be 3D printing for over here that would be of any value to people. It'd be kind of cool if I could find something that's really of value to people and then sell it to them. 3D print it and sell it. That'd be really cool. I might come up with something. I like that 3D printing thing. All right, guys. We're going to go. We'll catch you guys on a live feed tomorrow. I'm not sure of the time or the place, but I'll be back. All right, guys. Take care. God bless you all. We love you. Thank you for all the likes. Thanks for subscribing, guys. Much, much appreciated. We're going to sign off, Ella. Ready to go to bed? Yeah, she's tired too. All right, guys. Take care. God bless you all. We love you. Bye-bye.